Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Well, it appears that you could possibly get a rematch between Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis coming in September. Mike Tyson tells TMZ that he will be fighting a rematch with Lennox Lewis in September. So apparently these two guys are negotiating for a showdown that can take place in September. Lennox Lewis is 55, Mike Tyson is 54. Now, for those who don't remember, I saw that fight, and to be honest with you, it was a one-sided fight on Lennox Lewis' part. He dominated Mike Tyson pretty much after the second round. It was just a one-sided fight, and Lennox Lewis ended up stopping Mike Tyson in the 8th round. Now, keep in mind, Lennox Lewis had administered such a beating on Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson didn't want to come out after the 7th round, and Ronnie Shields, who was Mike Tyson's trainer at the time, told Mike Tyson, well, to just go out there, give him one more round, and if nothing don't happen, well, you know. But at the end of the day, Lennox Lewis, he went out there and he stopped Mike Tyson, and he solidified, you know, basically his Hall of Fame career. I think he went on to fight one more time against Vitaly Klitschko. He stopped Vitaly Klitschko and he retired. You know. Now, me myself, I'm kind of curious to see this fight. I would watch it for the sake of boxing, but man, I remember that fight, man. Now, the build up to the fight was hilarious. You know, Mike Tyson said some stuff that I don't even want to rehash on. You know, I'm just like, I ain't even going. But he just said some weird stuff, you know, at the end of the day. But Mike Tyson said, you know, he was only trying to sell the fight. He did apologize to Lennox Lewis for saying the stuff he said about him and stuff. So, you know, it's cool. But with that being said, it's kind of funny. I started to make a video about this maybe a couple of weeks ago, because keep in mind, Lennox Lewis, he, you know, basically he was on the broadcasting team with him and I forgot what that dude's name, Joe Goosum and the other guy, I can't remember the dude's name, but nevertheless, they asked Lennox Lewis, when Mike Tyson was saying, well, hey, I'd like to fight Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. And they asked Lennox Lewis, would he consider coming out of retirement? Lennox Lewis said, you never know. So it could have meant they was in negotiations, you know, at that time. And Lennox Lewis basically said, hey, if the paycheck is big enough, he said he'd do it. So we could have Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis too in September. At the end of the day, I don't really have a problem with this. You know, I don't have a problem with this. If these guys both feel like they can fight, then let them fight. It doesn't matter how old they are, you know. Real talk. Because we sure can't get the fighters that's in their 20s and 30s to fight each other. That's for damn sure. At least Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson got made. Now keep in mind, this fight had to take place in Memphis, Tennessee, because it was hard for Mike Tyson to get a boxing license to fight in certain places, which, by the way, Las Vegas made a huge mistake by not taking that fight. The fight eventually sold out, and it was very successful on pay-per-view. It did over 1 million pay-per-view buys, so it was a very successful fight. So why not? You know, why not do it again? But anyway, we'll see. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.